It's walleye cleaning time here.
Good morning, everybody. I woke up early this morning to go walleye fishing today, so what I kind of want to show you guys is anybody that's kind of new to fishing that's never really ever filleted fish out before. If you ever go fishing, you really want to have a good time when you clean your fish. Whenever you catch it, one of the cool things that we learn to do is underneath the gill, if you cut, there's a soft spot you'll feel in here, and take your knife and cut, and there's like a bloodline in there, a big vein that goes through the whole body, and it bleeds that fish out really good. So when you fillet it out, that fillet will be as white as snow. In the past, when I was younger and I used to fillet walleye out, they were always kind of dirty or looked dirty yet, so I'd wash it. And yeah, it's just a really nice difference when the meat is just white and looks really good. So,
Heck yeah.
in case none of you ever filleted walleye before, a lot of you older guys that maybe are experienced with it, filleting's pretty simple. A walleye is a pretty simple fish to fillet. But sometimes when you're younger, there's little fine things that you got to learn that kind of, I don't know, just makes it simpler. So I'm just going to show you real quick and show you how I do it and that stuff. So I start out with the pelvic fins on the bottom here, and I just go underneath and I angle up to the top of the back. Now some people just go straight across, but there's the pectoral fins on the sides here. So this is a pelvic fin and this is a pectoral fin. And I angle right along the edge of it, like on half of the fish itself. And I like to get as much meat as I can because it goes way up to the high part of the back. Some people angle up here, but I don't like even wasting a little chunk of meat out of walleye. So I angle it like that, and I turn the fish over, and I angle right up on this side then too right away. So then I'll go right down the knife on one side of the fish. And I'm going in probably about this much of my knife. And I'm kind of actually feeling the backbone.
Your hands cold yet?
Not too bad. It's
Good.
a cold morning. Believe me or not, it's only 12 degrees this morning, so I was ready.
Show them about how far you put that knife in.
Oh, I should say, when I get down to about this far, then I stick it
By the anal fin here.
Yep. And then I go through, and then you can cut right through the bottom real nice. Don't angle upward because you'll lose meat, but you'll see I stayed right along the backbone like that. And don't be discouraged if you're young and you're just trying to learn how to fillet, because you're going to make mistakes sometimes. But it's like when I go like this, I'm hitting that backbone right away. You can actually hear it. So don't be afraid. The next part is like there's a little side fin, I should say a little side rib that comes out. There's a main rib that comes down the whole belly line, but then there's a little side rib, and I actually take my knife and I put my finger, pull it apart like this, and I just kind of go out to the side like this. The hardest part will be right in the beginning, but you just kind of like, I'll push down my knife down like this and just cut along, and it goes right along the edge here like this. And you don't have to be real concerned because it's kind of like a light cartilage bone in here. And then I'll take my knife, turn it upside down, and you can see where the bone lines are in there. And I just go in there and just pop it up. You don't have to get all the way underneath, but just pop it up. And you don't got to think there's bone you're missing because it's cartilage, it'll fry through. Then I turn my knife back upside down and I go right close to the backbone again, and they'll start cutting down. And then you can feel the rib bone right underneath there. And you can almost start pulling it away too, because
Nice fillet.
and then all you have to do is just cut it right off.
Nice slab.
And I'll do the other side. I'll take my part there,
Alright.
hold it down, and just feel for that backbone. Sometimes you can see your knife go right along there. So I like getting as much meat as I can off these walleyes because they are so good, and the water was so cold that you ain't gonna get much better fish than that. My hands are already getting cold.
I know mine are just holding the camera. I can imagine you
Even the meat's,
touching a wet fish.
the meat's a little, so I'll do the same thing. I'll angle the knife a little bit to the side. And the hardest part is right by the head here. But once you get that, it just angles off. And you'll see the line of bones and you just go in there and pop them up. The meat's almost froze a little bit. I'll try and get underneath there and just angle in. And here's one trick a lot of people don't know. There's a little chunk of meat here. This is a smaller walleye. This is probably about an 18-inch walleye. But we go like this. Whoop. And there's a little chunk of gold on the cheek. I don't know how many people know this, but it's really good. It's like shrimp. And when you get to nice like a 20-inch or a 24-inch, these are like big chunks and they are really delicious frying up. I'll do the other side right away. If your wives probably see this, they'll probably be going, oh my gosh. But when they eat it, it's really good.
Delicious.
And the rest is pretty much bones. I'll throw it out in the field and hopefully maybe you can get a video of an eagle coming and eat it, because I know I like feeding those too. A lot of times when the spring comes and I catch my walleye, I like putting them by the house, and we'll get like 4 or 5 eagles coming by the house, and it's really cool watching them eat. So, but yeah, as far as the skinning part, that's a piece of cake.
Yep, elementary.
Get in here. Oh, that meat is freezing. It is cold. I can't even get my finger underneath there. Cold morning. You bread that, put that in the pan, and oh man, I can taste that for breakfast already. So I hope you guys enjoy. Hope you catch some fish. Maybe you can learn a little bit, but never be discouraged. Heck, my kids a lot of times when they are learning to fillet and they're disgusted, and I went through the same thing when I was younger, but it's like being an athlete. Your muscle memory starts remembering how to hold fish certain ways and how you use your knife. And yeah, enjoy God's treat He gives to you, you know, the taste and everything and the memories that you get from fishing. It's priceless. So take care, and we hope you have a good spring walleye run.